What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a quick repair and an upgrade on my Harbor Freight US General toolboxes. So let's dive into that in today's video. As you can clearly see, my toolbox is unfortunately missing this drawer right there. Now, a few months ago when I was moving all of my stuff into this space, we decided that it was going to be easier to take the drawers out of the toolboxes to make them lighter so we could pick them up and carry them into the moving van. Now, that worked out absolutely perfectly until we got back here and I was starting to put the drawers back in the toolboxes. Now, I got literally every single one of these drawers back in place without an issue. On the very last drawer, of course it's the last one right here, I unfortunately broke the drawer slides right there. I bent up this little bottom spot right here, which meant all the ball bearings fell out. After a few days, maybe a week or so of trying to kind of fish all the ball bearings back in place, I gave up and decided, you know what, these things are cheap enough and I'm just going to go ahead and buy 2 new drawer slides directly from Harbor Freight. Now, the unfortunate part about replacing drawer slides in these US General toolboxes and why I was trying to originally repair these two is that these are actually riveted in place in the toolbox themselves, which means that I'm going to have to take out pretty much the rest of these drawers to gain enough room to get in there to drill out the rivets. Then once we drill those out, we can easily take those out, replace them with the new ones, and use these nice little 1/8 inch rivets right here to put these ones back in place. Now, luckily for me, only the toolbox side of these drawer slides are in fact broken. The ones attached to the toolboxes are still good, so we don't have to mess around with that at all. And luckily, since I did get these directly from Harbor Freight, these are the exact same ones that are in there, so we don't have to worry about those not lining up with those. On top of doing the repairs on these drawer slides, I'm also going to be upgrading the toolboxes to have 4 swivel locking casters that you see right here. Now, once again, I ordered these directly from Harbor Freight. Since I was already buying these and had to place an order with them, I figured, you know what, why not just get these for these toolboxes, since these things are relatively cheap, especially for kind of how heavyweight and heavy duty they are built. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing this is simply because moving these around with only 2 fixed casters and 2 swivel locking casters is just kind of a pain in the butt. I would like to be able to just move these, put them in place, and then have 2 locks right in the front, so that way I'm not trying to sit here when this is in place, kind of trying to get your foot in there and kick that. Instead, you'll have one in the front and another one in the front. Super easy, super simple. Pretty much every toolbox that comes with only 2 swivel locking casters and 2 fixed casters should always have 4 swivel lock casters just for convenience. And that is exactly why we're going to be doing that upgrade today. Now, with all that being said, let's dive right into the work. Now, a quick explanation, as you guys just saw right there, I decided to leave this drawer in place, and that is simply because, as you can tell, this one has 2 drawer slides per side, and lining up all 4 of these by yourself is actually kind of a huge pain in the butt. And I decided, you know what, it's not worth the risk, since I am by myself today, of trying to line these all up and one of them gets ruined, because as you can see, I still have 5 drawers that I'm going to have to line up and install back myself today, and this one just was not worth the risk. So we're just going to leave this in place. I'll take everything out after we drill out the rivets, that is, and that way I can just vacuum out any shavings that might fall into this drawer. But that's just a lot safer of a way to do this today, because I just really don't feel like breaking these drawer slides today. Now, with that being said, let's get on with the rest of the work. Well, talk about an unfortunate, unforeseen turn of events here. Now, as you can see, I got the 2 drawer slides right in front of me right here. Now, this one in the back is the one that I just removed from the toolbox, and this is the replacement. As you can probably tell, they are not the same length, which means that 1, 2, 3 tabs no longer line up with the 3 holes that are inside the toolbox 1, 2, and 3. Now, originally, like I said at the beginning of this video, I just called Harbor Freight directly to order this drawer slide to guarantee that it was the right one. Now, what we did, as you can also see from the packing slip right here, is I gave them the toolbox number that is on the sticker right here, which is 64443. Now, you can also see that on this packing list. Well, you guys probably won't see it because this GoPro can't focus, but it says 64443, meaning that these are the same toolbox part numbers. However, what we have just learned is that there are actually two drawer slide numbers for this exact toolbox number as well. As you can see, 1 and 2. Now, how you distinguish between that is I just sent a picture of this label on the back of this with the serial number right here. Now, apparently, depending on what vendor or where these toolboxes ship out of, you have a slightly different serial number, which means you have a slightly different drawer slide. So unfortunately, I can't finish this today, but luckily they are sending this out free of charge. Should be here in the next day or two. So we're just gonna keep going and start on with the casters. Then when these come in, I'll pick the camera back up. We'll get rolling with the rest of this repair on these. But just know, for anyone following along, if you do need to order drawer slides, just go ahead and take a picture of this, including the serial number, to avoid the scenario that I'm in right now. Why they didn't just ask for the serial number off the rip, instead of going off solely the toolbox part number, not really sure, but just know for future reference, go ahead, use the serial number. Now, let's get started on the casters. Alrighty, now that we got those two swivel casters on there, we can come over here on this side, simply unlock, and now we can move the toolbox in any direction that we want, and then say we want to push it up against this wall right here. Just simply have to push it in, square to the wall. Then, like I said, you got the two locks right in the front, Definitely worth a couple of bucks to buy some extra swivel locking casters for the ease and simplicity right there. Well, 3 weeks later, the new drawer slides are finally in, and that's because FedEx lost the package for 2 entire weeks. But now that they are in, you can see that they are the same length, and all the holes and mounting tabs and stuff like that seem to be lining up perfectly. Now, one thing that is interesting that I did notice on the packing slip right here is that this has a 64442 part number for the entire toolbox. Now, if you remember earlier in the video, I said that the sticker on the back says 64443, and that is what they asked me for originally. However, when we gave them the serial number to get the correct drawer slides, which is a part number of 16113 right there, it came back as being a 64442 toolbox, even though, like I said, the sticker says 64443, which just confirms that if you ever need to get replacement parts for these toolboxes, just go ahead and go off of the serial number right here, not this 5-digit number right there, so you are ensured that you are getting the correct parts. Now that all that is said and out of the way, we can take our rivets right here that we're going to use and finally bang out these drawer slides and get them installed in the toolbox so I can finally get this drawer and put it back in place. Alrighty, and just like that, the drawer slides are replaced, and it's quite literally that easy. Now, one thing to note is that you saw me putting the drawer in filled with tools, and that's something I really wouldn't recommend you do, especially on a socket drawer that's really heavy. That's originally how I broke this drawer in the first place. I was trying to do it when it was full with tools, when the drawer slides were extended out, and I was trying to rush. But like I just did it and you just saw, it is possible to do with the filled drawer. You just got to take your time. It is easier to try and place the drawer in when the drawer slides are closed like that, like you just saw me do it. But if you want to be one step carefuler than I am, just go ahead and take all your tools out so the drawer is nice and light and much easier to place in without potentially damaging the drawer slides. Now, another thing you saw me doing is that when you put the drawer slides back in place, sometimes you're going to have to pull them all the way out and give them an extra little tug just to get the left and right sides aligned with each other so it slides out straight in and out. But other than that, this is a super easy process, just like you saw, and that is finally done. And on that note, we're effectively going to wrap up today's video. This is a quick repair and a little upgrade with the swivel locking casters, but that's all we have for today. So peace out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.